tutorial 2 of the 3-part series on 3D photography. In tutorial 1, 3D photography equipment, the equipment used to capture and view 3D images are discussed. This video will demonstrate the use of that equipment to produce a set of image pairs that will then be processed in tutorial 3, 3D photography, processing 3D images. I'm Mark Gallant of St. Michael's Armory Audio Video Studio and Gallant Images. We are looking at a flowering pear tree in my front yard. It will be the model to create a set of source images for 3D processing. It works cheap and I don't need a release. In this first example, I'll use a Kodak 12 megapixel point and shoot camera to demonstrate the lean to the left, lean to the right freehand capture for source images. One main point to remember, regardless of capture method, is consistency, so you always know the left from the right. In the lean to the left, lean to the right, it's really more of just a weight shift than a real lean. The goal is to have only about 2 to 3 inches of camera view displacement horizontally. That's about the distance that your eyes are separated. Lean to the left, lean to the right. Well, that's all there is to it until we get into processing, where we will learn to register those images and then set the convergence. This is a twin lens camera that I will take both the left and right images at the same time. Really great tool, and it fits in the pocket and can just go anywhere. It's also great for freehand photography or mounted on a tripod. I'll use the images from this in the processing tutorial later. I'm using the L'Oreal 3D 9005 image splitter lens for this shot. This lens does not talk to the autofocus or exposure capabilities of the camera, so I control exposure with a manual shutter speed and ISO. I want a high enough shutter speed to eliminate shake with a low as ISO as I can get for best resolution. The lens does have a basic step focal length setting for 1.5, 2.25 meters and infinity. It also has a basic selection switch for f-stops at 11, 16, and 22. Take the shot, Gallant. Here's my Sony camera on the Manfrotto slide and tripod, ready to take a pair of shots of the tree. Again, consistency is the watchword. Do it the same way every time to know your left from your right when you get into processing. My pattern is to mount the camera on the slide so that when I set my displacement distance, the camera is in the left position, and when I set the position to 0, it is in the right position. Then, when I process, I know the first of the pair is left and the second is right. Depending on the distance of the subject, such as a long landscape or a short distance as it is to this tree, I may first set the displacement at about half of the total throw to composite the frame. Then move to the left and snap, then move to the right and snap. I'll do that procedure here for this tree. Well, that's the tutorial for capturing the stereo image pairs. We're ready now to process our images into 3D composite finished products. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at St. Michael's Armory Audio Video Studio. Please use caution. There is another St. Michael's Armory out there that I have no affiliation to. Tutorial 3, 3D photography, processing 3D images, is next.